Welcome travelers, I'm Free2Play and I'm your guide for a successful free-to-play adventure in Ostera. Today I'll guide you through the last battles of BESTOWER of Fame Chapter 3. This will be 100% story spoiler free, so please enjoy just only the fight. So let's start with the first one. We have this beast here. It has this weaknesses and it does the Curse of Stealing in the beginning, which does the following. You can't cast any attacking spells, so anti-attack debilitate is working, pugnacity is also fine, but here you can see everything which is elemental doesn't work in this fight as long as this enemy is not broken. But this is not all. As soon as a few turns have passed, he will cast on himself a better attack and a better defense, but only physical. So you know what will be going on right here. You have all your elemental attackers on the back row and get them to the front as soon as he's broken, because he's not buffing him so much against those. So sword, axe and fan can do a good amount of damage, and you should try to get his attack down as good as possible and to keep his defense down so you can defeat him after the first break. That would be a good thing, because he will cast that beginning spell again where you can't do any spells. So I was going with Cardona all the way because she has the most HP and is able to taunt him, because I don't know every of his attacks, but his heavy boulder smash is only doing 1700, so it's totally fine. I go with Vim and Vigor from Alphen to give the whole group regen, and going afterwards with the pomegranate to have enough firepower at the end. Alright, I'm at 3 shields now. I'm trying to reduce a bit, but not too much, so that I can go to 1 shield, and then I can finally get the people from the back to the front to let them profit from the buffs from Lynette, so that they can do enormous damage. Because I don't want anyone to die here, I just use the Sacred Spindle to get everyone's HP back to full again. And now is the last turn before I go into the break. So let's see what's happening here. I'll use the Masterful Cheer. What is also good to know is when his buff has ended, he will cast it again after the turn it is ended. So it makes no sense to rely on that for your break. Okay, now let's go for it. I'll use the double wide burst, and then I go for the Child of the Dance to get the maximum attack, to be precise, the elemental attack, because this is what this character is so not resisting. You will see exactly what I'm talking about right now. Here comes the Vendetta. Also another Bemusing Strut for the extra 5%, and now comes the Ancient Winds, which do a lot of damage. And here comes Cyrus. One more thing I had to tell you, because this attack didn't end the battle, I was just like, okay, do I have to do the whole procedure again? But you can use the chain spell, you can use ultimates. That was very good, because now I could also hit his elemental weakness and ended this battle. Okay, that was the first one. In between those two battles you have a Healing Flame to heal up the whole group. You can also rearrange what party members you want to have. Alright, now we're going for Ceraphina, which does nothing at the start of the first turn, which is very great, but she does something like no one shall stop me, whatever this is going to mean. But you will see that she can cast a lot, and I thought my party isn't good prepared for that, but you will see, now I misclicked, that's not one of her weaknesses. Dark Hex is doing some random ailments, and now comes a physical down, elemental defense down. She does everything down, which is gross. You have to get all your elemental attack, all your physical attack up again, or you won't do any good damage. But we're like a minute in the fight and you can already see that she has taken damage, so she has not as much HP, which is good. This skill is not doing as much damage as I thought, so as long as you're keeping her attack down and buffing your own group, I think you will be good to go with this fight. This is not as difficult as I thought. I was a bit irritated because of all her HP which are gone right now, even if I didn't do anything special yet, so the fingers were crossed that nothing extremely bad will happen. It will happen, but it won't matter, I will promise you. Now all my characters go all out, and that is totally fine. fine. We go into the next round. Dark Hacks is casted again and will do ailments on the front row, and she does the heathen again, which reduces everything again, and everyone is sleeping, so you should switch your party members to the front or none of your attacks will go through. Okay, now I go for the elemental defense down again and cap this again with the herb amusing strut and with the crumbling cut to have the cap of 30%. And of course Alphen does the regen on everyone. Okay, you'll burn to ash. I think this has something to do with her HP dropping under 50%, but she casts a physical and elemental attack up on herself, which is not that great, but her attacks weren't as hard, and I think this won't be any problematic to you. And yeah, just go for the same strat all along. Even if I didn't break her, she just got into the red zone. So there is something to happen right now. Tremble in fear. If she's going into this mode, then we have a big attack incoming. And I can't break 13 shields right now, so this will be a bit problematic. But you can see why it is not in the next minute. Okay, I had only 4 left, and she will do the time of demise. Which is striking twice, and that was a problem. One wouldn't be that problematic, but the second one was. So let's go for the break here, because I think waiting is no option here. A raise on Alphen would be good, but next time. Now I go for the rainfall, and the next will take her out. I think a good slap with a book should be enough, but I decided for the cave in. Okay, for the next battle we have Xanthos with us, and this is a good thing because he will assist us in very good ways. In case you've missed it, so she did the same thing as Ceraphina did. Every one of our stats just got decreased, and she is buffing herself with a defense and elemental defense up, and she blinds the whole crew. So it would be a good idea to just rely on magic. I didn't do it, and I was very lucky to hit with my sword attacks. Okay, her attacks don't hit as hard either, so you don't have any problem with that here if you heal up properly and have someone who heals you all the way. My Odette is in front of Alphen, so I had to go with a Holy Remand here on Cardona so that Odette can live a bit longer here. I thought this will be so problematic because I can't really heal her, but this isn't a problem at all, and you will see in a few seconds why. So we have the blue flame from the Xanthos, and this is just doing what we have seen against parties, but without the BP up. But this will also happen in a few minutes, so we just wait up here, and I was so happy that I have Odette at her maximum HP again. Now comes the Shadow Mist Blade, which hits the whole crew, so any taunt wouldn't help here, and the Xanthos is also coming for one single attack, which is very important for you to know for the break. Okay, here goes the first break. As you can see, this enemy does have a lot more HP than the first one. I thought the Xanthos is also looking for the break here, but he only did a trifold slash. So maybe next time we will see what's going to happen, and we can go for the cave in again. So this is treated as another battle, and I go with every ultimate here and heal up the gang because I don't know what this enemy is doing after coming out of the break, so everyone should be full HP. And here comes the Ancient Winds and yeah, a Sacred Blaze. Yeah, like not even 10,000 damage. Okay, here comes Full Desolation, which is decreasing the BP of the front row, but this doesn't matter so much because you already gave in everything. So okay, so Xanthos comes again, and now comes a good skill. He casts a light resistance down, so your light attacks will hit even harder. Okay, now comes something very irritatable. 99 shields, and the whole crew is just almost dead. But the Xanthos comes to the front and does the walk with the flame, and everyone is just full HP, full SP and full BP, and also has the BP recovery skill, which Lars has. So this is just amazing for this enemy only having 3 shields left. So this will be its last turn. He can't do anything against it. So Tornado will end it. Okay, what a nice battle. Now you know what's coming, you have seen every weakness of the battles, so I think now you can do it on your own. If you have further questions about the topic, please write them in the comments or write in my new Discord group. And if you'd like this channel to class up, I really appreciate a subscription and thumbs up. See you next time, your free to player.